don't drop me. Tech Bus is on its way. We need volume on this. Somebody hit the volume. Roland, hit the volume. That's how you make an entrance, people. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the pace of the EdTech innovations that's always changing? It's like the pounding waves on the ocean that hit the beach. Well, you're not alone, right? You're out in the middle of the ocean, you see the perfect wave coming, and you're like, oh, this is mine. And you start paddling as fast as you can, and the wave catches you, and it picks you up, and you're like, yeah, right on, this is awesome. And then, wait, where did the About tab go in the announcements in Google Classroom? Right? Anyone? Where'd they go? Well, if you've ever felt that sensation of being overwhelmed, number one, you're not alone. And number two, we are all here today to support you, to keep paddling, to ride those waves off into the sunset. So to demonstrate that today, we are having our CapCUE Board share their learning adventures, their safari adventures with you. Because surfing, like education, is an extreme sport. It's filled with highs and tricks, and it's filled with major wipeouts. So to get today started, we've got my amazing co-host for the day, Mr. Ryan Odell.
Hello, everybody. So excited you're all out here today. Like Gina mentioned, today's all about learning, all about excitement. So take a little bit of that step. You guys are already here today, and walk away with something that you can take back in your classrooms. Gina.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some steps our board of directors have done. So when you're thinking about the surf analogy, every surfer out there has always been in search of the perfect wave. So we're going to ask April to come on up here. April, can you describe your perfect wave?
Good morning. I'm April Hall, and I'm an instructional coach from Yuba City Unified School District. 20 years of education. And I still have not found that perfect wave. In fact, I don't think it's about that perfect wave. I think it's about how you ride and surf. You see, that wave is your class every single year. And that surfboard is your support, it's your foundation. 5 years ago, I embarked upon a journey for my school district, being the lead learner of a one-to-one pilot. I attended my first fall CUE conference. It was then that my passion for education was reignited. I was inspired, I was motivated, and I met many of these fabulous CapCUE board members that I now sit with. So, as you embark upon your journey today, I hope that you surf through some sessions, you find your system of support, you find your balance, you get back up on your surfboard every single day, and you teach your heart out to find that perfect wave. In fact, make that wave perfect for you today. Thank you.
All right, thank you, April. Hey, at some point we learned to surf because it looks way more fun than being stuck on the beach. So hey, Corey, tell us about the first time you took the plunge.
Good morning. My name is Corey Coble. I am a 7th grade science teacher at Creekview Ranch in Dry Creek School District. And for about 15 years, I sat on the beach. I gave worksheets. I taught to the test. I used textbooks every single day. It was comfortable. It was nice. Had a little beverage on the beach. And then one day, I saw this wave. It was in Lake Tahoe. It was a CUE Rockstar. A little nervous. It was a big wave because it had the word Rockstar in it. I was like, no way. But I went out there and I saw these amazing surfers, and they taught me how to blog. From then on, I've been riding waves of innovation and technology for about 5 years now. So it was all thanks to CUE. I got off the beach and riding those waves. So I really recommend that today you find that surfer out there and you ride with them. It's an awesome ride. Have a great day today.
Corey Coble, everybody. Corey. Surfing is an individual sport. You're out there all alone, but it's best done when you're out there with a bunch of friends. So Christina, come on up and talk to us about who you paddle out with.
Thank you. So I'm Christina Allison. I teach right here at Chilton Middle School. I'm an English teacher as well as computer science. And first of all, these are a lot of my surfing buddies. When I am ready to catch that radical wave, I always look around, and I look first to my Chilton peeps. They're right there with me. They make me laugh. They make me think just about daily. I look at, I got more people here. See, I look at my kids. My kids are actually out working out there today, and they're the ones who sit there and tell me, Mom, that's totally lame. Do not make an 8th grader do that. So, I'm always looking for some input. I've got my running friends. 5 a.m., we're panting, talking pedagogy. I'm talking with my sister-in-law, who is one of the most amazing elementary teachers, teaches 5th grade in Garden Grove, and over Thanksgiving dinner talking about innovative strategies. The CUE people, they are these people right here, and all of those CUE people who I have met throughout the years. They are the ones who will always catch that wave with me. No matter how crazy it looks, they're like, yeah, let's paddle it out, let's go. Because they are the ones, and I do want to mention one other person who I spend probably a good, 20 minutes a week on Voxer with, and that's Brandon right there, my director of Ed Tech for Roseville. We talk grading, we talk just about everything, just back and forth. And you need those people in your life. You need those surfers with you, because you know what? Teaching, you are never, ever, ever alone. And if you ever do feel alone, at the end of the day, hit it. There's always tacos.
Thank you, Christina. Hey, surfboard technology has really changed the way that surfers can do their thing. So, hey, Marie, tell us about an innovation that you have in your classroom.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Marie Crest. I'm actually at Roseville Joint, Coordinator of Instructional Technology. Super excited to be here. Glad to see everyone, some familiar faces and some new faces out there. So for me, I'm going to go way back 20 years ago. That innovation was when I was student teaching. And I didn't have a textbook. I didn't have really helpful master teachers, but I did have a computer and an internet connection. So the internet, right, just let me Google that for you, was my best friend. And over the years, it carries a much deeper meaning, because we all know we can Google it, but we also can use that as a tool to spark curiosity, to empower student voice, student choice, to tell our story. So when you are stranded on the beach, hopefully you have Wi-Fi, you can always Google it to paddle your way out, right?
Thank you, Marie. So when you're first getting out there and you're learning how to surf, it doesn't happen alone. We look to others. So Tyler, can you come on up and tell us a little bit about who's inspired?
Ryan's laughing because the inspiration for me, my big kahuna, is Mr. Ryan O'Donnell. So I saw this on his Twitter feed, and I'm like, I'm gonna make one of those. I've seen his podcast, everything he does. As a history teacher, I'm looking for the best history teacher. He's right there. There are templates. There are Family Feud games. How about a weekly email out to your staff with some tech tips of the week, a little trivia in there so you know that they open it. I copied that. So Mr. Ryan O'Donnell is my big kahuna. I'd follow him into any wave.
I agree. Bro hug. Hey, every surfer has
Like
a
a
favorite
bro moment
board.
right there, Gina. Look at that.
Oh, see, did you get your bro hug?
Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
See, when Ryan misses our practice run, he doesn't know that's coming. So every surfer has a favorite board. Trisha, tell us about your favorite stick.
So I'm Trisha Sanchez. I'm a 7th and 8th grade technology teacher at the Leading Edge Academy at Thomas Charter School. And I know everybody in this room right now, we have a shed full of our favorite sticks, right? For any wave we encounter in our classroom, we have strategies up the wazoo. Well, I gotta tell you, 20 years into this, and I'm still learning some really good strategies. One of the best ones I found, because I'm on Twitter, and let me tell you, changed my world, right here, something as simple as this is now my favorite stick. We all know the KWL chart, right? Well, let's take it up a notch, let's feed it some steroids, and let's bump it up to the KWHLAQ chart. I gotta tell you, totally transformed my room. We use this for every major unit. My students track their learning. They go back to this often, and the key right there is, how do I learn? What did I learn? And how am I gonna apply it? Isn't that what we're looking for? Application! Now I take this and I individualize learning in my room. My students love it. They compare it. They do all sorts of things with it. I highly encourage you, go check this stick out. It's free. Try it. Help your students cement their learning, and let's get them applying and creating.
Surfers love to build these tight communities. They're all together. Pam, what does it mean to be part of a community?
Hi, everybody, welcome. My name is Pam Moyen, and I'm the Ed Tech lead teacher for the Folsom Cordova School District, and super happy you're all here. Yay, Folsom Cordova, woo! Okay, so I was thinking back on when I first joined this CUE organization and the reasons why I did that. And I was looking for new experiences. I was looking for new tools, new resources, new ideas, and better ways to serve the teachers in my district, and I found every single one of those things. But what I also found was that I was a part of a community of CapCUE Board members, a community of over 1,000 CapCUE members in this region. And this is a community that educates me, a community that inspires me, a community that challenges me. It's also a community that is not afraid to push me into the deep water to surf, but will never ever leave me alone in the deep water to navigate the currents by myself. And they'll also always make sure I have a fanny pack full of snacks, because surfing's hard sometimes, and we all support each other.
So true, so true. Yep. So some surfers love the morning session. That's not me, by the way. Some people love the afternoon session. So Roland, come and tell us about your sesh.
Hey, good morning. My name is Roland Eichley. I'm an 8th grade teacher at Westlake Charter School. It's the song of my people over there. Yeah. Hey, here's the thing. My whole jam is early morning. That's where I find it. But I'm not talking like right now, early morning. I'm talking like early morning. Like the sun's not up, but there's enough light to where you don't need the lights. You know what I'm talking about? Where I can grind my coffee without fear of waking up my daughters, it's so early. Where I can brew my coffee without worrying about waking up my wife with the aroma. Hey, it's so early that I actually don't even really need the coffee. There's like a hum, there's a buzz, there's an energy about that new morning that just propels me. And whether I'm sitting on the couch with my feet up, lights off, wrapped my legs around with a nice warm fleece blanket and have my laptop, or I have my button-up shirt tucked in, I'm jamming around my classroom, that's my time. And I think it's important that we all figure out our time, because teaching's hard and we need our time. So, I had a heck of a closer and I just forgot my line. Oh no, I got it, I totally remember it, No, here's it. So like the energy in the morning and stuff, if only I could harness that and work out more, then my abs could look like my Bitmoji.
Well done. Nice job, Roland. Hey, most professional surfers are known for that signature move. So, Melissa, what's your favorite trick?
Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa Oliver. I'm coordinator of instructional technology in Washington Unified. Woohoo! So technology is pretty awesome, and I'm a fangirl of a good spreadsheet, Google Drawings, but my signature trick goes way beyond a keyboard shortcut or an app, and that is accessible design. Accessible design can be applied to any app, can be applied to any grade level, subject area, and what it does is it makes learning possible for all your students. And so, in my mind, that's my signature trick, is making learning possible for all kids, and I think that that is pretty tubular.
Thank you, Melissa. So sometimes you kind of have to risk looking a little silly. in order to get the big trick just right. And sometimes that leads to wipeouts. So Luke, let's hear your biggest wipeout.
Sure. I'm Luke Machado from Twin Rivers Unified School District. Woohoo! That's right. And I'd like to share a wipeout with everybody. So I fell in love with Google Apps for Education a couple years ago, like a lot of you here, and I couldn't stop talking about it at the time. So me and my dad were sitting down talking one time, and I tried to convince him that he should switch his whole company from Microsoft to Google. And he said, okay, set up some trial accounts, and we'll test it out. So I said, okay. I went into the admin console, and I accidentally switched their entire email system from Outlook to Gmail. That's the correct reaction, yes. And so for 3 days, everybody's email went to a Gmail account that nobody knew they had.
Jeez.
That is a wipeout.
That's a good one.
So, the funny thing is, they ended up switching over anyway. So when you're out there today, don't be afraid to click around. Just make sure you're not in the admin console.
That's right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for our board of directors for sharing out some really sort of wonderful takeaways. Hope you guys can find some takeaways from today and the rest of the year.
All right, CapCUEs, have a great day. Surf's up.